All right. So far on this one, we're only doing a camera inspection because they are not experiencing a backup anymore. And then I just checked the outside clean out, which was under pressure, but not now. It was under pressure because there's water, well, sewer fluids on the ground right there next to the clean out. So they definitely had an obstruction. They had a little bit of a backup inside the house. We're just gonna check things out first and then see if they need anything else to be done. Need any more cleaning on their drain line today. Battery's good. Awesome. See if we see anything in here. Looks like a test tee at 11 feet. Go down. Oh yeah, it's definitely still clogged. It's definitely still clogged. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go talk to them and see if they will approve me to take care of this for them and take a picture. All right, so we got approved. So we're gonna go ahead and get this jetted for them. It's awesome. I have a nice setup here. There's water. Let's see if this water's going on just in case I need it. Of course not. Why would it be? Why would I even think such a thing could be possible? Alright. Let's go ahead and get this stuff going. I was just here like 2 weeks ago and they had a toilet clog. Their daughter is a bit mischievous, so she put like a cup, like a small cup, maybe about like that big or so, in the drain, in the toilet upstairs, and I got that out except for like a little tiny piece of it, which would have never caused, you know, this to back up and everything. So whatever issue they're having today very well may be related to the daughter, but we don't know what it is. Like 1 week after I got here, another toilet started to back up because the same daughter put a bar of soap in the drain. So she's a bit, and she's a little kid, like, I don't know, 3 or 4, but it's just kind of strange that it's so many issues in such a short amount of time, and this one being the most costly. The regular toilet bowl clogs are simple, you know, but when you have to bring this equipment out, it's pricey. Just making sure we don't have any clogs. I had used this one, well, I didn't use it earlier today, but I think I dipped it in the mud, so just trying to make sure it's nice and opened up before we put it in the drain here. Perfect. Hopefully. I'll take at least one rag with me. The way their setup is, we should have an overflow outside of the house before we have one inside. So that means that I can work on this solo. I won't need a second person with me to operate the jetter, which is great. It saves them money and makes this whole process a lot faster. Now it looks like there's still running water inside. That's not ideal. Yeah, there's definitely still running water in there. It's okay. Hopefully we'll have it cleared before that poses any sort of issue to us. This way. Oh, they've been running some water. Yeah, we've been running some water. That's a lot higher than it was. It's okay. There's our hose, I think. Yep. That might be our obstruction right here, perhaps, which is not too far. These are townhomes, so the run really shouldn't be that bad, honestly. Okay. Everything here should be set up pretty much right away. So let me just make sure we're connected over here and everything's good. Yep. It's in there nicely. Camera's on. Good battery. All right, cool. I mean, double check our water level because, I mean, it was full earlier today. I just want to make sure it's still pretty good to go. Yeah, we're at the top, pretty much. Awesome. All right. This area is holding some water. Yeah, we might still have an obstruction in there. Maybe not. That's just a belly. Okay. How far did we go with the hose? 70 feet, almost. It's about 60. About 60 feet, yeah, that's it right there. I cannot pass 60 by the looks of it. It's just a belly, another belly. This is further than we've gone with the jet, but just going anyways to make sure it's clear. Okay, that's the main right there at 90 feet. Cool. So they have a belly or two in the pipe. That's what's going on. It wasn't anything that anybody put down the drain. It's just a belly. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh. Haha. I didn't even see that the first time. 60 feet. It's like a wall of something right there. Alright. Cool. Well, we know what we're shooting for at this point. That's for sure. I want to take the camera not all the way out, but kind of far behind. I wonder what that is. Maybe that's soap? I don't think so. That's a lot of soap. Looks more like toilet paper. But I wonder if it's getting caught on like some tree roots or something. Okay. Yeah, that should be. I'll pull it back a bit more. We'll pull it all the way out. Let's pull it all the way out. Okay. Alright, so we know our issue is at about 60 feet. Our drain line is clear and flowing, so we can pretty much go full power and clear out that obstruction for them. I can't believe I missed that the first time. I guess the camera was really dirty. Just couldn't see. Whatever that is very stubborn. Unless the front nozzle's clogged. there. Don't know what it is. Push far ahead. And if we push the jet into the mains, we'll be able to see without having a real 10 off the jetter. Our spot right there, 61 feet, 60 feet. I think that was our spot. I think this is it right here. Ooh, that's come apart. Okay. Yeah, pipe is good. Either that or they use like a fern co. Because that's where it was at. It was at 60 feet. Just a ton of toilet tape. Completely locked up right there. We're gonna be done jetting on this. I have to take some pictures for her so she knows what's going on here. Yeah, it's definitely come apart right there, that's for sure. Oh, what do we have here? What do we have here? What is that? A stick? Kinda looks like a stick. I can't even tell, it's like metal. What in the world? That could not have been flushed down any toilet. That's something completely different. It makes me wonder if it makes me wonder if this one that I saw was even our issue. That might not even be our problem right here. I mean, it's kind of a problem because it's really separated, but I think that's our problem right there. I can't tell if that's a stick. I think that's metal. This one right here in the back, that's more like metal. And then that looks more like a stick right there, 61 feet. It makes me want to kind of see if that's a clean out then. A clean out that we have to find. All right, let's just double check the rest of the line real quick. Make sure there's nothing else that's hanging out down here. So far, so good. We have what looks to be like a lid of a cup of some sort, and then a ball of clay, maybe a rock. That's definitely a rock. Okay. So let's get those out. Yeah, it's like a soda thing. Cap for a lid for a cap. What am I saying? You drink with these. All right. Okay, so let's get that out. Oh, it's gonna bring it with me. Isn't that just great? Okay, cool. Just fell off. Whew, man, that'll cause a blockage. Goodness gracious. And we have what seems to be floss of some sort on the jetter head. I don't think those are roots. Yeah, they're not roots. All right. This might be a difficult thing to remove from the drain, actually. We'll see. I'll see what I can do. If I move these together as one uniform front, maybe we can just push it out. Beautiful. Look at that. Professional work. Okay. Alright, we can pull the jetter out. I hope we can pull all this stuff that's on it back with us and it doesn't get hung up anywhere. And then I'm gonna try and find that clean out if I can, because I'm thinking it might not have a lid on it potentially. It's like the worst this has ever looked. All right. Oh, well. Looks like we managed to hold on to it. Most of it, at least. Make sure it's not clogged. Yeah, nice and good. Whew. All right. Oh, well, that's good. This one seems to have broken off. We can just push that out. Push that out the drain real quick then. And not our problem anymore. Look at that. All right. I am 3 for 3 on objects in the drain on this one. We had the rock, we had the lid, now we have the sticks. Well, would you look at that? There's another one. Or maybe that was the other one that I just seen. Yeah, let's get that out. Perfect. 4 for 4? I think I'm 4 for 4. Yeah, but that other thing was metal, so I don't think we're gonna, I don't know if we're gonna have too much luck with that. I don't even know if these pipes are necessarily hers anymore, because they're, I mean, this is a townhouse, like I said, so this might be like a community thing. Yeah, that's definitely a stick, bro. You know, the magnet can get that out, at least. So is that bending? I'm literally bending this damn thing, bro. That's crazy. It's a strong camera. All right, let's just push these out real quick. Beautiful. All right. Let's pull the camera back again. All right, so right here, that's our spot. I'm gonna try and locate that real quick. Good battery. All right, cool. We'll try and find that. Like, I imagine it to be somewhere here. Seems to make the most sense to me, but I could be wrong. It's also time for a little water break too. might not look it, but it's pretty exhausting work, I would say, from time to time. So I can just reach down there with the magnet and pull that out. Oops, don't want to break that. Looks like somebody's hit this with the lawnmower. Oh, that's deep. That is really deep. Man, yeah, I can't see down there at all. Okay. Look at that. Looks familiar. Trash is everywhere. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have an idea. Yep, I have an idea. Let's see if it's the same one. We'll just stick this in here, and that'll let me know. Yeah, I don't see any light down there either. That just hit the bottom. It's really far, really deep. So if that's the one, we will find out right now. It's not the one. That's not it. It's a different one. That's not even this one. Okay. All right, let's close that up then. Theirs is probably buried. We gotta find this beacon, bro. I have to get better at locating. That's really what it boils down to. Still all over the place. I'm thinking it might be too deep, which is kind of strange because I don't think it's really that deep. We got like maybe 4 feet right here. So I'm thinking like 12 feet total. So we're at 21. Okay, so what's that? Like 7 feet? Like 11 feet deep at most. Uh-oh, what do we have here? Interesting. I might have accidentally found what I was looking for. I mean, intentionally. I might have intentionally just found what I'm looking for. I should have just looked around without even using the locator, bro. It's alright. Okay, this is going to suck to try and pull this out here. Just being honest. Oh, it's actually just already broken. Wow, okay. Well, in that case... yeah, we're getting a wrench on that. Definitely getting a wrench on that. So if there was any candidate that I would say has a very high chance of being the correct clean out, I would say it's that one since it's already broken. So that's a large belly. Goodness. I just stirred up some dust right there, so we'll see if that's the right one. Because there's going to be some dust in the bottom of the pipe here. Oh, still not the right one. Must be the one next to it. That's my best guess at this point. Unless there's like something else going on right there. But it's okay. I have the camera right on top of it, so if it's one of these two, we're gonna know, like right now.
Rigid.
Still isn't showing me what I'm looking for. Still not showing me what I'm looking for. Maybe I should just kind of like walk this way and I might see something. Because it seems like the cleanouts are all kind of in a line. At least like the secondary ones. Oh, dude, right here. It's a hole in the ground. And if you look down there, you'll see my light. Wow, all right. We found it. I did not use a locator to find that either. That was all just craziness. All right. That's the one. That's what we're looking for. Bro, I don't even know if I can. All right. I might be able to put a cap on this. This shit's broken. Oh, it's actually broken. Okay. All right. Cool. I'll take a picture of that so they know. All right, so that's broken. Boy, oh boy. Let's go get the magnet. Pull the camera back to a safe distance and go get the magnet. You know, it might be aluminum. So if it's aluminum, it's not even going to be magnetic in the first place. Which would really not be good. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and use the fishing magnet. I have not used this tool yet, but I have purchased it specifically for this purpose. So I hope that it will lead me to victory here. I have to make sure this doesn't touch anything metal, otherwise it's staying there for always, maybe. Stay right there. Good. I hope it's magnetic. If it's not magnetic, bro. Oh boy. I don't have too many tricks to get that out. I have some tricks, but I have to charge more money to use them. I'll say it like that. This is the free trick. This works. It's included with the service. If it doesn't, oh well. We hope for the best.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of updates I have for you, but I'm just working on, if you want to come around and look, or I can show you. This is what's in your pipe. So I'm working on trying to get that out with a magnet. I had to find out where this is relative to the ground. You have a clean out that's over there. The cap of it, like this part is broken. So it's literally just open to the ground. So there were some sticks in there, and then there's a piece of metal that's in there. I'm going to try and get the metal piece out with this. The sticks will probably just break up once the metal is out the way. Other than that, you have a section of the pipe that's just constantly holding water, so it's lost grade. It's a belly. So that area is always, you'll see. I'll show you the footage. So you have that, and then there's another area where the pipe is a little bit offset as well. It's 90 feet from here to the county connection. You do have a second clean out, like I said, over there.
Okay,
But-
let me call to the insurance tomorrow, and then we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a lot to talk about. So probably be best if you I'll give you my number, and then I'll go over everything again with them, so you don't have to remember everything I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. All right.
I'll talk to him tomorrow.
All right, no problem. All right, it should be safe. Nice safe distance. Cool. I hope insurance covers this. You know, that, or at least the HOA, one of them, covers it. All right, where's the damn pipe? There it is. Make sure that's on there, nice and tight. No problems. Oh, that would have caught me lacking. I cannot believe that. That would have absolutely caught me lacking. Well, buddy, it's aluminum. That sucks. So, there goes that plan out the window. At least we tried it. It would have worked if it was metallic. So, yeah, like iron or something. That's alright. Okay, so that has to be removed one way or another. The section of the pipe may not be their responsibility to maintain. It might fall on a HOA. That's typically the case with the townhomes. All right, that's typically the case with the townhomes. So we will see how that goes. I'm gonna just basically give him my information, and we'll have somebody contact him to kind of, you know, see what else is needed on this. There is a trick that I could do, but I have to charge him to use it. We'll see if he wants to do that or not. If he does, then cool. If he doesn't, then one way or another has to get out. So. Ooh, that was stuck to the bottom. All right. All right, I guess let's just pack everything up at this point. I'll somewhat pack things up. Let's talk to him and see what he wants to do. All right, so a couple updates since the last clip. The first thing, it's going to be the HOA that takes care of all of the work that they have, or at least hopefully that's the case. We're looking at maybe, you know, an excavation to fix the belly in the drain that they have. Potentially an excavation to get that metal out of there. If not, then they can go with me for doing that. I already gave them a quote for doing that portion of the work. And then the offset, that has to be excavated as well to fix that. But that's not as pressing as the belly or the object in the drain by any means. They also need a clean out cap too. I didn't put in a proposal for doing that part. It's all HOA responsibility at this point anyways. So that's how that part went. And then they didn't pay for the work. So they're basically like, they want to use the insurance to take care of the rest of the work, you know, like including the work that I did for them today. And I'm like, look, your insurance doesn't know about anything that I have done at this point. So if anything, you can get reimbursed by your insurance or by the HOA or whatever the case is, but that's like an after the fact thing. As far as, you know, what I've done today, I submitted a proposal to do a certain amount of work. I completed the amount of work that I was able to do. I have provided flow to the drain, great flow, and I've let them know about all the other issues that they're having in the pipe. For that work, I need to be paid for it. And they're like, well, let me talk to my insurance first, and let me talk to the HOA first. And we went back and forth on, you know, getting that taken care of and like who's paying for what or whatever the case is. And I'm just like, dog, no matter what, like, you owe this much money to us for the service provided. Whether you get reimbursed, unfortunately, you know, that's neither here nor there. I hope that they do. You know, that's less money out of their pocket. But there's a good chance that they don't. And they're like, oh, well, if we don't, we'll just pay you. Well, you're gonna pay me regardless. Like, that's my point. So, yeah, they're like, you know, call on Monday, and you know they pay with a credit card over the phone. It's just, I don't know, man. I've had, this has happened twice this week, where I've gone to a customer and you know they're like, oh yeah, we'll pay later, and they spring that out at the end of the job, talking about, oh, I don't have any money or this and that. Why are you agreeing to do work that you don't have money for? That doesn't make sense. Like, let's be honest, let's be real. Anyways, bottom line is this: rating on the job, I'll give it like a 3, man. Like, I'll give it like a 3 out of 10. Bad.